7:51 here, Big 550 KTRS. He burst, and I mean literally burst on the scene with Last Comic Standing a number of years ago, and his name is Ralphie May, and not only is he genuinely a funny gentleman, he is a very, very nice man, and he's back by popular demand here on the Big 550 KTRS. Good morning, Ralphie May.
Good morning. How are you guys?
We're great. We should also say that very few and you're one of the few comedians, I think, in which other comedians will say that they look up to you and just admire your talent and your gift.
Wow. I haven't met those guys, but I'll take your word for it. That's a very high compliment.
All right, fair enough. Now, you've got a Netflix.
No, I've got a Netflix special, Unruly, that just premiered, and I love it. I love it. I wish I had a Netflix series. Oh my God, I wish.
But just the fact that you were on,
no problem.
Just the fact that
I've got it's a new special on Netflix. It's called Unruly. It's hour 23, which is 30 minutes longer than HBO or Comedy Central, stuff like that. So you really get to feel what they felt in the room. It's great.
Now, how did you do this? Was this one take, or did you do it over a number of nights and then piece it all together?
No, just one take. That's all I got in me. It's like one and done. if it takes you more than one, you shouldn't have been there in the first place.
That's right. Do you think, though, Ralphie, now that you've been on Netflix, that, there's a chance that you could get some kind of a series or something?
Man, I would love that. I love what Netflix does. I just binge watched all of House of Cards yesterday. Oh, man. I love what they do. It's terrific.
So how did it end up on Netflix? It was, they clearly came to you. You came to them. How did this end up on Netflix?
They sponsored the Wild West Comedy Festival last year and saw me perform, loved it, and said, we've got to get it on Netflix. And then they became a player for my stuff, and so they gave me a 2-picture deal. We delivered both of them last year, and so I'm just the luckiest guy in the world, to be honest with you.
And
I can't say I'm not, because I'm the first comic they've taken that's not a big either New York act or Los Angeles act. I'm a middle of the country type of guy.
Now, this Unruly, it's now available on Netflix, right? We can download it as of now, right?
Yes.
It's. I hear it's pretty raw and pretty out there in terms of adults only, correct?
Yeah, I guess. I know at 15, I wish someone would have let me see me. But my mom probably wouldn't have liked it. But hey, I was watching Eddie Murphy at 15,
right?
So I don't really care, Did
Netflix give you any restrictions or anything that you had to conform to when it came to Netflix?
The only one thing they asked if I could tone down, because I was making fun of Magic Johnson because of the whole Donald Sterling thing when he told his girlfriend, you don't take pictures with Magic Johnson. You can bang him, but don't take pictures with him. And I'm like, no, don't do that. He's had the HIV for a minute now. When he got it, it was just HI. And I go on and talk about Magic, and they asked me kind of, hey, let's take one or two of those jokes out. And I was like, sure, that's no problem.
Probably as a talk show host, I probably shouldn't ask you which jokes Netflix didn't want on the air, and then you tell me which jokes they didn't want on the air.
I know, I just might tell you the truth. And you'll go, yeah, that's the reason why they wanted that one out of there.
Good job, McGraw.
So Ralphie May's with us. His new Netflix comedy special is called Unruly. It's on Netflix now. Ralphie, we said you were coming up earlier on the show, and Terry Black from Super Smokers called up and wanted us to tell you to say hi.
Man, I love Terry Black. Oh, my gosh. That's a name from the past, Clarksville, Arkansas. That's where we grew up, and I've known them for their whole family my whole life. That's Super Smoker, by the way. Best barbecue grill in the world, I think. If you can't get it done in that, you can't get it done, Jack.
Well, first of all, I can't believe we found the one guy who actually likes Terry Black. So this is an odd day here on the radio to begin with.
Oh man, Terry Black can bend over backwards to do anything for you. So he's cut from good cloth.
So you're telling me that
they're good people.
You're telling me that Super Smokers Barbecue is Ralphie May approved?
Yeah, hands down, yes. And get yourself one of those grills. If anybody within the sound of my voice is into barbecue and you want to do it at home, you can't do it better than in a Super Smoker.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ralphie May, he only speaks the truth, and he's speaking unruly. That's his new comedy special on Netflix, debuting today on Netflix. Ralphie, when are you coming through St. Louis again?
You know, we're doing it in the fall, and I'm looking forward to it. It's been too long, and St. Louis needs laughter.
All right. Well, you're always welcome here on the show. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. You guys have a great time, okay? Good morning to you.
Take care.
Ralphie May, comedian, burst on the scene with Last Comic Standing, and now he's in a new Netflix special debuting today on Netflix.
Which is big time, you know, being on Netflix.
As soon as the question was coming out, what jokes Netflix didn't allow you to do? I'm like, what am I doing?
No.
Wait a minute, I can't take that back. Hold on a second. Get the delay
and
ready.
He didn't hold back.
Oh my goodness.